Aloha! Welcome back to the Sutras. It has been an awesome past 14 days it's been now. 4-day intensive workshop with Holly Custer and Edwin F. Bryant. It's been awesome. Then a 5-day intensive with Nikki Doan. I just got a gig at a new studio that I'll be teaching at, teaching my other classes. Finally got the paperwork in for Donate Yoga, waiting on the 501c3 paperwork now. And last night came out to Kipahulu to finally meet the wonderful Hanalei and experience a song circle with her and some of the Kipahooligans. So now I'm in the Haleakala National State Park. Not the peak where we see the sunrise, but the park on the Hana Kipahulu side. So we'll dive right into the sutras, and I would also like to begin sharing a new mantra for each video as well. Well, they're not new. They might be new to you. So today will be Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May everyone, everywhere, be happy and free. So let's inhale together. Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti means peace. Peace of the past, peace of the present, and peace for the unforeseeable future. Sutra 116. Tat param purusha kyater guna vaitrishnam. Higher than renunciation is indifference to the gunas themselves. This stems from perception of the purusha or soul. So when we give up the gunas, which are everything else other than the soul, the prakriti, that is true renunciation. We know that we want to abstain from rajas and tamas, those gunas, and step into a more sattvic way of life. However, Edwin F. Bryant states here that even sattva is still a guna and is still part of the ebb and flow. So eventually, the yogi or yogini will even renounce the calm state of sattva. That's when we dive truly into this kind of renunciation. Sutra 117. Vitarka vicharandananda asmita rupanugamat samprajnata. Samadhi, which is samprajnata, consists of the consecutive mental stages of absorption with physical awareness, absorption with subtle awareness, absorption with bliss, and absorption with the sense of I-ness, asmita. So the final goal of yoga, samadhi, can be described with the samprajnata. And Edwin states here that in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes this state, which the text actually defines as yoga. When the yogi experiences that endless happiness, sukha, like sthira sukham asanam, which is grasped by the discriminative faculty, or buddhi, but beyond the grasp of the senses, he remains fixed in this state and never strays from the truth. This state, free from any trace of suffering, is called yoga. Sounds like a pretty lofty goal, and definitely one worth reaching towards. Also, it's important that the I amness, asmita, is not the same one that we will go over with the kleshas. The asmita listed as one of the obstacles or kleshas in chapter 2, verse 2 through 7. Moving on to Sutra 118. Virama pratyabhyasya purva samskara sheshonya. The other samadhi, referring back to the last one, so the one other than that, is preceded by cultivating the determination to terminate all thoughts. In this state, only latent impressions remain. So another way of considering this is that awareness is eternal. It cannot ever cease being aware. This is part of the final goal of yoga. So in the Upanishads, as well as in the Bhagavad Gita in chapter 2, the soul is described as being indestructible. It cannot be slain. It does not die when the body is slain, nor is it ever born. It is birthless, eternal, perpetual, original. It cannot be burnt, pierced by weapons, wetted, blown by wind. It is unmanifest, beyond thought, unchanging. This is what Krishna said to Arjuna when he was going through that inner turmoil. Awareness cannot be switched off like a light. That being the case, the soul's only options are what it is aware of. It can be object aware, subject aware, that is, aware of entities or objects other than itself, or exclusively aware of itself as awareness, pure consciousness, with no reference to any other entity. Coming over to Iyengar's translations, going into Sutra 119. Bhava pratyaya vidha prakriti layanam. In this state, one may experience bodilessness or become merged in nature. This may lead to isolation or to a state of loneliness. So bhava is arising or produced from, pratyaya, going towards, firm conviction, videha, without material existence, but an existence in contemplation, prakriti layanayam, merged in nature. So Iyengar states that a man or woman, let's say, who performs trance underground without ventilation becomes one with the earth. A person submerged in water becomes one with water. He or she is a prakritlayam, one with the elements. Sutra 120. Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna, Puravaka, Itaresham, which translates by Iyengar, practice must be pursued with trust, confidence, vigor, keen memory, and power of absorption to break this spiritual complacency. This sounds like a sutra that Iyengar would definitely resonate very strongly with. So, Shraddha, trust, which comes from revelation or faith, Virya, vigor, physical and moral strength. Smriti is our memory. Samadhi, profound meditation. So our goal in the 8 limbs of yoga is to attain samadhi. Prajna, awareness of real knowledge acquired through intense contemplation. Purvaka, previous or prior. And Itaresham, another. So this sutra guides those advanced souls who have attained a certain level in samadhi to intensify their sadhana or spiritual practice even further with redoubled confidence, power, awareness, and devotion. Definitely resonates with Iyengar's teachings. 121. Tivrasham, Veganam, Asana. So, Tivra is intense, severe, or sharp. Samveganam, those who are quick or cheerful. And asana, not asana, draw near or approach near. The goal is near for those who are supremely vigorous and intense in practice. Sounds like a great mantra to repeat to ourselves over and over. I also am drawn to this one because it's the first time I've seen, with the English letters being used, vegan, V-E-G-A-N. So I also like this, being vegan currently, that for those who are vigorous and intense, going through some tough times, that if we stay strong and intense, maybe veganism can help, that the goal is near. Iyengar states that samadhi is within reach for she who is honest and pure at heart, enthusiastic, intense, and supremely energetic. She quickly reaches the highest goal of yoga, aided also by her residual accumulated virtues. Coming over now to Sri Swami Satchidananda. (122) Mridu Madhyayadi Matravat Tato Pi Vishesha. Murdu is mild, Madhya, medium, and Ad Imratatvat is from full or intense. Tata, thereupon, Api, also, Vishesha, differentiation or distinction. So the time necessary for success further depends on whether the practice is mild, medium, or intense. So we're given 3 different methods or speeds at which, or intensity at which we can practice. And it's not saying that one is better than the other, it's just saying this is possible. So when we think of yogis in a cave for 20 years living off of the sun and breath alone, that is probably going to be pretty intense. Ad matratvat. Mild, murdu, might just be our regular yogi going to classes a couple times a week, meditating a couple times a week. And medium may be going to a yoga class every day, meditating every morning. Still not renouncing the world. Again, not saying that any is better than the other, they just are. 123. Ishvara Pranidhana Dava. Ishvara Pranidhana is the 5th niyama, devotion to God. It's not saying which God, it's just saying devotion to that higher being. So this is actually the first time that yoga and the sutras come into a theistic, almost religious sounding aspect. Once again, it could be your God. If you're Jewish or Christian or any other religion, you can still utilize yoga and pray to the God that you believe in. So what's saying is that samadhi can also be attained by devotion with total dedication to God. So we have all these methods in which we can dedicate ourselves to removing the gunas and the senses, and another way is to completely dedicate ourselves to God. Sutra 124. Klesha karma vikashayar parmachva Purushayvesha Ishvara. Ishvara is the supreme Purusha. Purusha being soul, eternal, unaffected by any afflictions, actions, fruits of actions, or by any inner impressions, samskaras, or desires. So kleshas are our afflictions, karma is actions, vipaka, fruit of those actions, asayai, storehouse of impressions of those samskaras, aparamritsa, unaffected by, Purusha we know is the soul, Vishesha, distinction, and Ishvara, God. Okay, so 116 through 124. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hi. Namaste.